Hello, hello, hello to all my friends and family out there. I am your host, Dan the Law. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm with you tonight. I'm by myself. I don't think you guys care. I know I don't. A little water helps. So welcome everybody to Inside the Booth. I am your host, Dan the Law. Like I said earlier, Dan the Law. I am the law. You get it? You get it? You get it? Okay. Funny, right? Comments. Anybody here tonight? Oh, we got Uncle Mike Arena. What's up, Uncle Mike? How you doing? So I am reviewing this wonderful, interesting, horrible movie. No, it's not horror. I mean, some people think it is. The Electric State. It's full of goodies. It's full of different things. Oh, excuse me, different things. If you guys don't know, I'm gonna tell you now. Let me see if this has anything to do with it. I'm hearing a buzzing. It's like a techno buzzing, and apparently it's this little. It's the lights on my. I just bought these so that I could be like cool. I'm cool. I got these things. That's all right. I'm gonna keep them on. I don't care. I'll ignore the buzz. So yes. Anyways, reviewing the movie Electric State. Did you guys know that it was a page turner before it was a movie? It was a book. And apparently, I did find a couple of drawings from the book or something. The illustrations. You know how some have like illustrations to the book, like the covers or whatever it is, or maybe a couple of pages inside. Well, that's what these are that I'm showing you now. They're just little pages from the book. And you know what's cool is that in the movie, they kind of stay true to a lot of these pictures that are in the book. So that's cool. Nothing too spectacular, but nothing too non-spectacular either. I'm going to turn the music down just a touch. I know you guys probably can hear it a little bit, but I'm turning it down just a little bit. I'm not going to turn it off because then this noise is going to bother me. Even though you guys can't hear it, I can hear it. So yeah. So if you have not seen this movie, I just want to alert everybody, spoilers ahead. Ahoy, good feller, ahoy. Wah, wah, spoilers. That was really loud. Sorry about that. Didn't realize how loud that was going to be. But spoilers ahead, everybody. All right. Don't forget to vanquish the like button. And, like always, subscribe to the channel. And then you ding the bell. Want
to ring the bell? All right. Ding, ding.
So you get notified for more interesting, lovely movie reviews and times that we post or go live, and you get to be able to be notified and say, hey, we're going live, you guys should come and watch. All right, so the Electric State, let's just, like most people will say, let's get into it. So yeah, we're gonna talk about the plot. Oh, I don't. Oh shoot. Sorry, guys. Forgive me. I did not get this up. The Electric novel. I don't know if I told you that yet. Well, we're doing that. Let me just say, let me put this back up here. It is a novel book, everybody. If you'd like to read by Simon Stehling. I can't say the last. Stalenhag. Stalenhag. Simon Stag. Okay. I think that's how you say it. I could be totally wrong, but that's how I'm saying it now. So it's a novel written by him, and obviously it was directed. It was made by Netflix. It was directed by the brothers. You know, those brothers that made those Avenger movies. Do I not have the thing here? The Russo brothers. That's who they are. The Russo brothers. So let's just talk about The Electric State is a 2025 American science fiction action adventure film produced and directed by Anthony and Joe Russo. Yeah, like I said, it's a screenplay by Christopher Marcus and Stephen McFeely. It's loosely based on the 2018 illustrated novel by Simon Stehling. Okay, but that didn't tell me what the movie's about. In the aftermath of the robot war, the only path forward is to the Electric State, starring Millie Bobby Brown, Chris Pratt, Stacy Tucci, and so many others. Oh shoot, I shouldn't have clicked on that. I'm such a dingbat. Let me just click on this. Ay. Forgive me, guys. Forgive me for not being too prepared. I was a little prepared. I watched the movie. You know, I guess I'll give you my version of the plot. Okay, so here's my version of the plot. The movie is takes place in like 1990. It's like an alternate 1990 movie. You know, when robots were pretty popular in movies and stuff. So apparently, robots became a real thing in real life, and apparently the robots decided to start. Well, first of all, they wanted their freedom, and then they started an uproar, and then it was humans against robots, and then Mr. Peanut was part of the robot freedom fighting thing, and then a lot of robots got destroyed. Well, so the Electric State is like the robots are fighting, the humans are fighting the robots, and then another thing happens where a human could put on this virtual mask. I guess you could say a virtual something. You know, like those virtual games. So they put them on, and then they can control a robot from somewhere else, and my computer. I am stuck, everybody. My computer is the slowest in the world right now. I don't know what happened to this computer and why this computer is acting up like this. Obviously, it's just old. And I think it's the hard drive that's old, because I think I hear, you know, like it's working harder than normal and all that stuff. So the disk and the hard drive getting bad, and that's the way things go. I'd have to turn this off. Yeah. Not me. I just this. I'm trying to look it up on IMDb so I can be more accurate with my storyline of. My storyline here, so I'm just trying to figure it out. Look, my phone goes faster than my computer. Yeah. So I'm just gonna turn it off. Forget anything else besides streaming on StreamYard on my computer, right? And if I do that, things will go a bit smoother. Okay, if you haven't seen the teaser trailer, go ahead and watch it. It's a lot of fun. There we go. Did you see what just happened? I went dark. It went dark in here. No. Doesn't mean anything though. I got another light. Here we go. Let's move it away here a little bit. Move it like this a little bit. Let's put it there. Let's turn it up a little bit. There we go. So it's not as dark. Not as dark. There we go. That's good. That's good. I like it like that. Okay. Let's see how they explain this movie here. I'm just going to explain it my way. Forget about it. Forget about it. I'm sorry, everybody. I don't usually just hang out and do nothing. I usually just talk because that's what I'm supposed to do here. So now it's boring and nobody's going to stay on all because I kept looking at my phone and not talking. Okay, so here is the plot of the movie. Basically, humans against robots, and there's this orphan. There's this girl who had a brother, and they're very close. And he was like a very smart brother. And this, like I said, spoilers ahead. This smart brother decides he's going to college and he wants to do something with his life. He didn't really want to go to college at first. But the sister's like, "Go to college, get better, it'll be good. It'll be good for you if you go to college." Okay, so he's like, "Yeah, I'll go to college." So he went to college, and after going to he's going to college, and something happened. They got into some kind of accident or something, and this guy just decided to say to the girl, "Hey, everybody died in the accident. We're so very sorry. I hope everything is okay. Hey, Uncle Mike, how you doing?" And the sister was the only one that was left alive. But in reality, the brother was alive, but he was like in a coma. So and because he was such a smart guy, such a smart kid at the age of, I don't know, 15 or something like that, they hook him up to this thing, and it runs all these other robots, and it runs the Citadel. No, not a Citadel. I don't know what they call it. It runs the thing. I was watching Star Wars, the Clone Wars, last night. So it runs the whole electric state, the electricity through his mind, through these tubes that you put the mask on, and then it runs these robots. So basically, if it wasn't for this kid's brain to be able to run all this stuff, you wouldn't be able to put the helmet on and run your robot. So somehow this kid was able to get his consciousness into a robot to find his sister. and to tell his sister to come save him, basically. Um, and so that's what the journey was for. That's what they did. And in the journey, meets this guy, played by Chris Pratt, and a lot of action, a lot of fun, a lot of running, a lot of other stuff too, which it is a lot of fun. Um, I didn't even show too many pictures. Like I said, the girl, this is his brother. He puts his consciousness into this wonderful, wonderful robot thing called Cosmo, and then when you put this, like I said, when you put this helmet thingy on your head, um, you can run a robot, and then your face comes up on the little TV screen, so people know who's running the robot, I guess. And then this is the kind of the robot that's there, and you know, and this is what happened to the brother. He got hooked up to this machine to run everything because he was like the brains of everything. Um, and then from there, yeah. And then this is the guy. You guys remember? I'll talk about him in the acting part. But this guy over here to my right, I think your left. I don't know. Um, this guy over here to the right hand side is that little kid actor from Indiana Jones. Remember him? Um, he does a good job. He's like a doctor in here or something. Um, and then it's a lot of fun. It's a fun movie. Um, kind of sci-fi style movie, kind of apocalyptic style movie. It's fun. From the 90s, so that's why they dress like the 90s. So I'll give the plot a point. I liked the movie. I liked how they put the plot together. Um, the only flaw that I had a problem with this movie is that the plot was too short. Well, like the movie in itself was too short. Um, this movie would have been better as a TV series, as like a like a 10 episode season. It would have been a lot more fun. Get to know the characters, stuff like that, and grow with it. But that's not what happened. That's what not Netflix did not do that. So we got what we got, and that was it. And it was a good movie. I just wish it was longer. I wish there was more. I want more. I'm sure there's more books out there, so that you read the books and you'd be like, oh yeah, because now you watch the movie. Now you got to read the books, and the books usually have more. So there you go. That's how you get more. But if you're like me and you don't read books, uh, Russo brothers make more movies of this. Thank you. Next is acting. Um, you can't see that? Oh, yes, you can. Okay, acting. So the acting is spectacular. Let me tell you all the actors that are in this. You got Millie Bobby Brown, which is the female over here. Um, Millie Bobby Brown. Apparently she's 21, but she kind of looks a bit older. I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with my eyesight. But to me, she looks older than that. She almost looks like she's closer to her 30s. Forgive me for saying that. But you obviously got Chris Pratt, and the doctor is Ki Hyun Kwan. Ki Hyun Kwan, I think that's his name. Is that the doctor's name? I mean, is that the not Doctor Amherst is the name of the doctor, but Ki Hyun Kwan is the guy who plays him. Um, you also got this guy here, Tucci. Stanley Tucci, good actor. Okay. Let me just tell you guys, Anthony Mackie is in this movie. Captain America is in this movie, guys, and he is the voice of Herman, the robot. Uh, he does a good job, to be honest. You got Woody Harrelson as Cosmo, which is the yellow guy. Oh no, Woody Harrelson is not Cosmo. Sorry about that. Woody Harrelson's not Cosmo. He is Mr. Peanut. This is Woody Harrelson. He's Mr. Peanut. Everybody knows this guy who Cosmo is the voice of Alan Tudyk. You know him. He's a good actor. He's in those movies that are really good. A Knight's Tale and that spaceship cowboy movie. Can't think of the name at the moment. So glad people are here watching. So yeah, he's Cosmo. Woody Norman is the brother. I've never really heard of him. I've never seen him in another movie, but he's in other stuff. He kind of looks, honestly, like he's a socially awkward, geeky type kid. But just my opinion. That's what he looks like, but obviously he's not. It can't be that way. Here's a favorite of people. Giancarlo Espieto. I can't say his name, but you know, he's the guy in the Mandalorian that gets that one, goes after that one lightsaber, and that's who he is. So he's kind of the bad guy in here too, a little bit, but bad guy that kind of turns good in the end. You love to hate him, you hate to love him, type of guy. And they all did a great job. Acting was wonderful. Acting was one of the best jobs here, or one of the best things here. Millie Bobby Brown, she does a great job crying a lot. I mean, I don't know how anybody can cry, but that's what she does. She cries. Yeah, so acting, I'm going to give it a point. Thanks, actors. Give you a point. Next is cinematography. I'm going to add some stuff to this cinematography thing. Maybe like some graphics and some stunts and what have you. Honestly, you know what? The CGI is very decent. Oh, this is a bad picture. I didn't know it was so small. But the CGI is decent. You know, I like it. I liked how they did it. I like the sets. I believe some of the things are practical. But obviously some are CGI, visual effects. Just you know, very cool. The scenery and everything, you know, with all the robots, and you know, even if you look at this picture, look on the sides, the greeblies and the buttons and all that stuff. It has kind of a Star Wars vibe to it, you know. Just my opinion. And obviously, the Russo brothers helped with the Marvel movies, so you know, got that going, and that's probably why you got some Star Wars people, some Marvel people in the movie. So one of my friends is in this movie. You don't know him. You won't notice him, but he does the stunts for Chris Pratt, and he does an excellent job. If you watch the parts where I really watched this movie for all the stunts, and I saw the stunts, and I'm sure those stunts are my friend Chris Romero, and he does a great job. The stunts in general, everybody did a great job with the stunts and everything. So good job there. I give cinematography a point. Good job, cinematography. You win. All right. And before we get into the music, let's just go to a commercial break.
What is this place?
Sponsored
what is
by
it that you
us.
do here? Merchandising.
Merchandising, merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It is beautiful, everybody. This video that you're watching right now is sponsored by insidetheboothreviews.com/shop. Go ahead and buy yourself some merchandise. We have t-shirts, neck gaiters, mugs, hats, pillows, tapestries, things like that. Go ahead and go to the shop page, click on something that you might be interested in buying, and then from there it'll take you to where we do our shops, TeePublic or Teespring, and then in those TeePublic, Teespring shops, that's where all the other stuff is. So go ahead and check it out and see if you like anything. That helps us grow this channel. That helps us make things work better. I need a new computer, or maybe just a new SSD drive or something that's going to make this computer work faster. I don't know. I have ideas. I have cheap ideas because I'm cheap. I don't have a lot of money. So my cheap ideas would be buying a new drive, which I would get a solid state drive instead of the disk hard drive. And I was thinking about buying another computer exactly like mine for parts and see if I swap some parts in and out and see if it works better that way. And it could. Who knows? Who knows? We don't know until I try. So that's what I'm going to be doing within the next few weeks. The cheap way of doing things. But thank you guys. Your constant views of our show, our Patreon members, and our members on YouTube, you guys and people that buy our merchandise, you guys help out this channel most. Because if it wasn't for you, I still wouldn't be going live even now, because this computer would have been gone and whatever. And if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing anything. So thanks for that. Now back to the show. That was our commercial break. All right. So the music of this movie, The Electric State. The music of the movie was really good. It's epic. It had some of the 1990s music. It had some epic music, instrumental music, things that made it beautiful. The Electric State. So yeah, it was a beautiful, beautiful music. So that's all I have to say about that. Let's move on to the next one. Well, before I do that, I want to add a couple more pictures here. It didn't really come up. I don't know why. Make that one. This one. Now let's see if that works. Let's see if that works. Oh, and this one. So I didn't see that one. Let's see if it opens. Ah, there they go. They're opening. This is a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Remember, it's a Netflix movie. If you have Netflix, please watch the movie. If you don't have Netflix, me telling you the movie is just as good. No, not really, but okay. What I say, the music was good. Last but not least, everybody, we got the wonderful allegory to the movie. Now, there's a few allegories that you can pull out of this because there's redemption. There's what you call it when you're an orphan and you're adopted. And there's adoption. There's a redemption. There's adoption. There's action. There's drama. There's crying. There's love. There's lots of love. Love for a brother. Love for another human. Love for robots. So this and they say the Father, Son, Holy Ghost in this movie. Somewhere in the movie, you're gonna have to find it. You tell me where it is. Leave it in the comment section below, and you might win something. If you've watched this movie and want to participate in that, tell me where it is and what scene it is, where they talk about the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. And one of the guy was like, I don't know about that one. If you watch it, it's interesting to see. So yeah, you got the girl who's full of love and anger at the same time because she doesn't know her brother's alive. So she first, the anger part, like, hates the world and doesn't want to be hooked up to this virtual reality ever. And even though she's being told she has to, she's got a little rebellion in her, and being rebellious against things that feel wrong is okay. Yeah, it's okay. So let's see here. She gets connected back to her brother, and then she has to make the hardest decision ever, where the brother has to sacrifice himself like Jesus did on the cross, but he sacrifices himself for all of humanity, so that humanity can come back together and be a part of each other once again. Almost kind of like this seems like almost like the forced pandemic that was upon us at one time, where we were told we can't see each other, we can't be together with humans. But this was more like a phone where their face was stuck in this virtual reality, and they didn't want to be near other humans. They didn't want to have that connection, even though in reality we need that connection. As humans, we need those connections. We need to be able to touch and talk and spend time together, like where the Bible says where two or more are gathered, God is in the midst of them. And that's basically like what this is. So we got that, the sacrifice and the brother thing and the sister thing and the identity thing. And then you got adoption, where Chris Pratt's character basically in the end says we're family, even though the robot is there. He says to her, we're a family. So it's basically like him adopting her into his fold of robot familyness. Same with a few of the other people that are in it. Then not only do you got that adoption of family, you also got redemption of a bad guy. Now, not the main bad guy, I guess you could say, but the Star Wars guy there. Um, he's out to get the girl. He's out to get um, because he's actually out to get the robot with the brother's consciousness in it, but after the girl as well. And then he realizes in the end that there was somebody with less of a heart than a robot had, and that was one of the humans um, made this whole electric state thing happen. And so he decides to disconnect himself from this virtual reality thing, and he goes, "Nope, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I'm not here to kill humans. I'm here, because he apparently he used to kill robots or something like that, uh, and it was just what he did. He went after robots, not realizing that um, Cosmo here had the kid's consciousness in it, so it wasn't really even a robot. It was a human inside of a robot, a human's mind inside the robot. That he got to see him in the basically the cage here, and he's like, "Oh boy!" So he had some thinking to do, and he redeemed himself. It's like who was it? Paul, the Apostle Paul, going out and killing all the Christians, and then Jesus came up to him and said, "Hey, you're persecuting me." You know, not that robots are Christians; they're not, but you know what I'm saying. And then in the end, he's like, "Nope." He changed his ways, and he came to the good side of things. So yeah, don't persecute Christians. Everybody, persecute no one. Follow Christ. Be with Him, and God will make things so much easier for you. Um, yeah, and that's the allegory of this movie. And I will give it a point because there's so much you can get out of this movie. I know I said a lot of pros on this, but there's only one. There's only one con. There's only one negative, maybe a couple negatives out of this. Is that it just wasn't long enough, and there wasn't enough backstory on all these people in this movie. Like I said, I would have loved to see this as a series. Throw in some episodes or throw in some seasons. A couple of 2 to 3 seasons. This is almost like the Fallout show. Throw it in there, get people wanting to follow these people. And then I don't know. Let me just say this. Things since the pandemic happened, things have been changing. Hollywood is not the same. Movies are not the same. And it seems like long format, seasons and episodes, series, long format seems to be better than movies anymore these days. You know, have you seen so like Daredevil? If you haven't seen Daredevil yet, Daredevil is pretty decent lately, and that's a series. It's longer formatted, and you're sitting there longer, getting to know the characters better, and wanting more of it. And basically, this movie is like that. I wish it was just longer. I wish there was more. I wish there was just more. It was fun, what there was, but I just wish there was more. Um, so there's that. thank you for that. And yeah. Oh, did you also hear about that Captain America guy? How some of the left want to cancel him now because he said something about masculinity in his household. Anthony Mackie. He said something about how he needs masculinity to be in the household and to be, and he's raising his kids to be masculine. Um, it's not wrong, to be honest with you. There's no such thing as toxic masculinity. Now, there is a such thing as an abusive man. Of course there is, but that's not toxic. Masculinity in itself is not really toxic. Um, Being a man is being a man. You go out, you do work, you bring home the bread and all this stuff, and you know something I got to work on. Anyways, um, you know, just some of the things he said, I guess, is getting the left all crazy and making Disney worried or something. I don't know, something like that. I don't really care. I don't follow it. Um, I don't think he was a great Captain America, but at the same time, it doesn't matter. I think he's a good actor. Yes, he's a great actor. He does a good job in things he does. Um, and life is life. That's what happens. Good movie. If you haven't seen this movie, guys, I recommend you go watch it. And yeah, I don't really have much else to talk about. Oh, by the way, Chris Pratt. Chris Pratt. Let's talk about Chris Pratt. One second. Chris Pratt is on the Halo app for prayers right now with Mark Wahlberg and the guy who plays Jesus in The Chosen. I just want to say kudos to Chris Pratt. Thank you for sharing the gospel. Thank you for being outspoken and open in, especially Hollywood. It's hard to be open in Hollywood, I'm guessing, especially, back in the old days. But kudos to Chris Pratt, praying for him every day. We thank God for him. And, it's really cool to watch him do the prayers on Halo on the Halo app. And it's really cool to see these guys that are now standing for righteousness and for Christ and not being there for themselves. One reason why that's why I like to watch Chris Pratt stuff. So yeah, guys, thank you. Have a good, wonderful night. Be blessed. Thank you for today. And thank you guys for being here and watching this goofy, ridiculous video that I get to do every now and then. And you guys watch me do it, I guess. Yeah, so thank you guys for everything. Couldn't do this without you guys. I couldn't do this without Jesus either. Because sometimes you get that feeling of like just being drained, but you know how it is. Thanks again. God bless you guys. Have a wonderful and great night. We just have a good night. Good movie. Watch it. Oh, I didn't even tell you. The tally was 5 out of 5. Obviously, I gave it a point on each one, so 5 out of 5. It's not really a perfect movie. There's other people that complain about it, but it's not a horrible movie, and it gives some 90s nostalgia in there because the 90s was a fun thing, and there's some 90s nostalgia, even though it's supposed to be like the future of 90s, like kind of like another universe of the 90s or something. But it was a lot of fun.
You gotta tell them Silent Green is people!
Don't forget, Silent Green is people, everybody. And I hope you were all entertained. And I hope you come back When is it? Next Tuesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will be on the review show, and the review will be hopping with awesome people. Thank you. Have a great night. God bless. Love you all, and we'll see you again Tuesday next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. I don't have any. I can turn up the music, I guess.